One minute you're nodding to a chart-topping anthem in your car, the next you're scrolling a federal docket that reads like a thriller you never asked to star in. That's the whiplash fans felt when Sean Diddy Combs, the mastermind behind the bad boy sound, Cîroc soirées, and a billion-dollar brand, found himself facing a superseding indictment that stretches from Manhattan boardrooms to Miami tunnels. But here's the stunner. The courtroom drama is only Act 1, a parade of civil suits, a Netflix docuseries produced by none other than 50 Cent, and an expanding cast of A-list witnesses threaten to yank the velvet curtain off hip-hop's most exclusive stage. So grab a seat, because what started as whispers in VIP booths is now a megaphone in open court. And by the end of this story, you'll be asking whether America's flashiest mogul was building an empire or a masquerade. The indictment that broke the sound barrier. April 4th, 2025, 9:17 a.m. Courtroom 21. A went silent as prosecutors unsealed a fresh pair of charges: sex trafficking across state lines and the transportation of a victim for commercial intimacy. For the first time, legal papers mapped Diddy's alleged operation like tour dates. Miami, Las Vegas, Paris, back to New York, each stop marked by codename hotels and freak-off passwords that wouldn't sound out of place in a spy film. Combs pleaded not guilty, his legal team calling the new counts creative fiction. But the judge held firm. Jury selection starts May 5th, rain or shine. Translation: the jet's grounded. The stage lights are federal fluorescents now. But the prosecution wasn't done turning ex-lovers into Exhibit A. Cassie's comeback hits. Different Cassie Ventura once sang, "Me and You," but the hotel hallway video that surfaced in 2023 showed anything but harmony. In shaky gray footage, Diddy shoves, kicks, and drags a woman the world now knows was Cassie. The clip turned a settled civil suit into the spark for a criminal probe, and when agents knocked, Cassie opened the door, literally. She's slated to testify, recounting years of coercive control, wrapped in couture and NDA threats. Prosecutors plan to pair her story with expert psychologist Dr. Dawn Hughes, who helped convict Ghislaine Maxwell. Defense lawyers call the testimony junk science. Survivors call it overdue validation. Yet even Cassie's nightmare pales beside a lawsuit filed on April 1st. No joke intended. The freak-off and the billion-dollar back row. Joseph Manzaro's 64-page complaint reads like a script Jordan Peele rejected for being too disturbing. He claims he was drugged at his own front door, spirited through a hidden tunnel in Miami, and paraded half-naked before a room allegedly starring Jay-Z, Beyoncé, and LeBron James. The scene? A birthday freak-off for Combs' then 17-year-old son. When news broke, social feeds melted. 4 days later, the Carters' legal team scrubbed their names from the suit, but screen captures never forget. The question isn't whether Hav and Queen Bee will face charges. The law says they won't. The question is what they saw and how loudly jurors might imagine the silence of their non-denials. And speaking of blindsides, the next lawsuit hit harder than an open field tackle. Odell and Drusky. When the end zone meets the red zone. Early March, an amended complaint dropped Odell Beckham Jr. and comedian Drusky square into Diddy's 2018 timeline. A woman identified as victim 4 alleges the pair helped restrain her so Combs could deliver punishment. Drusky live-streamed tears and disbelief. Odell released a Notes app manifesto insisting he was 1,200 miles away. Fans became forensic analysts overnight, matching flight logs to party pics. So far, no smoking gun, but the damage is done. Brand deals paused, PR firms on retainer, and NFL sponsors whispering the same question. What if the civil discovery phase finds even one selfie? Meanwhile, one rapper-turned-media mogul isn't asking questions. He's filming answers. 50 Cent, the vigilante with a Netflix contract. Curtis 50 Cent. Jackson has trolled Diddy for everything from shiny suits to vodka flavors, but December 2023 marked a pivot. Diddy Do It, a multi-episode docuseries promising subpoena-level receipts. Netflix bought global rights this spring. Survivors groups call it oxygen, critics call it opportunism. Either way, 50 pledged every streaming royalty to abuse survivor charities, daring Diddy's camp to match penny for penny if you're as innocent as your Instagram suggests. He's already teased surveillance stills, flight manifests, and the tunnel map. If even half of it airs, jurors may enter deliberations humming Many Men on repeat. All this spotlight has left hip-hop's most powerful couple balancing on a golden tightrope. Jay-Z, Beyonce, and the billionaire's dilemma. Remember the Rock Nation brunch clip where Jay-Z joked, "We're getting tighter, united we stand." Today those words echo like an iron door slam. Publicly, the Carters stay silent. No tweets, no statements, not even a strategic paparazzi stroll. Behind closed doors, insiders whisper about crisis PR drills and brand protection firewalls. Some critics claim Jay's Grammy explosion aligned perfectly with what industry cynics call a business marriage to Beyoncé. Brokered, they insist, at the same parties now under FBI review. Proof? None, yet. But in the court of public opinion, the absence of denial can sound like the rustle of caution tape. While billionaires hedge, Diddy's lawyers play their last best card, time. Delay, deny, burn the calendar. Lead counsel. Benjamin Brafman argues that voluminous discovery and new prejudicial allegations make a May 5th trial impossible. Key gripe, a sealed bundle hinting at misconduct with minors, conduct never charged, but potentially admissible. The defense seeks to bar Dr. Hughes as speculative, limit victim testimony to specific dates, and exclude any mention of uncharged minors. The judge set an April 18th evidentiary showdown certain to feature PowerPoint slides, heated objections, and maybe a ruling that locks trial day in stone. Either the delay game works, or Combs finds himself sprinting into opening statements with less prep than a last-minute Coachella set. And ticking behind every motion is a fortune bleeding value by the headline. An empire on the auction block C-suite whispers Peg Combs' net worth at south of $1 billion. After vodka distributors pulled shelf promotions and streaming playlists swapped bad boy classics for silence. Civil plaintiffs line up like creditors, eyeing real estate portfolios, song catalogs, and tequila stakes. A single RICO conviction could vaporize the lot and unseal partner contracts that tether half of Hollywood to bad boy paper trails. Meanwhile, Netflix insiders hint Diddy Do It will drop in late August, smack between jury selection and opening statements. Imagine jurors binge-watching testimonies at night, then hearing the same voices on the witness stand by day. Defense teams pray for a gag order. First Amendment lawyers grin. Here's where we hit pause, because the next play could rewrite music industry history. Cassie stands ready to look her former partner in the eye. Joseph Manzaro waits to describe a mask no witness can unsee. Odell, Drusky, and a chorus of A-listers scramble to erase digital footprints. And 50 Cent sharpens his final cut, daring every silence to speak. Whether Combs walks free or watches his empire disintegrate under fluorescent courthouse lights, one truth feels inevitable. The culture that danced to his beats must now decide whether to keep playing or change the record for good. So hit subscribe, keep those notifications on, and tell us in the comments, when the verdict drops, how far will the rubble roll? Stay tuned, because in this story, the encore might be the real beginning.